Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chan. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite anime. An anime called, before I say that, I know what you're thinking, Mr. Speedster, I thought you liked One Piece. I love One Piece, but it does not compare to this anime or manga. This show/manga is called Kingdom. And honestly, art style beats, literally beats Berserk. And that's saying something because Berserk art style is pretty good. And not to mention, the writer literally knows how to do strategy. Like, literally. Like, he'll still, actual strategics in his fights. He'll show plans and actual things that people would do in a war. And look at this art piece. He drew every single individual character on there. And I bet a lot of you can't do this. And I'm not saying that you're incapable, but this requires a lot of talent. So now to the topic of the video, the mountain dwellers. Okay. So what the mountain folk, so what they are is that they're this tribe of man-eating people who, as you know, they eat people. And it dates back to the king 400 years ago. We learned this back in chapter 9 because chapter 9, start of book 2, that's when we learned about the mountain dwellers. So we learned about the king from 400 years ago befriended the mountain dwellers when they ate his horse. And then he gave them food and wine. And then after that, mountain dwellers, if they ate his horse, he'd reward them with food and wine. Not sure why, but he would just do that as a peace offering for some reason. And then, the king, he was the king of Kin, which is it's one of the kingdoms. I'll do an entire analysis on Kingdom, probably next video. But he was the king of Kin, and when the kingdom of Jin, they were having a real hard time, he helped them. He was very benevolent. That's what they called him. So he helped them in their time of struggle. But when the kingdom of Kin was in trouble, they denied helping. So then started a war. They fought, stuff like that. But when all hope was lost, a bunch of people came out, masks on, loincloths, and started eating the people of Jin alive. Literally eating them. It showed this on the panel. I'll put that up right now. And even the Kin soldiers were disgusted. And forgot to mention, Shang, Shin, and Diao, the shack they were staying in, I'm pretty sure, they were in Hay Bay Village, whatever it was called. And then the soldiers invaded, so they had to go through the this whole like tunnel system thing. And then when they found shelter, it was this shack which belonged to the king from 400 years ago. And to this day, to honor his memory, they still like clean up his shack and like keep it well, like they keep it from aging basically. Literally, Shin said, "Wait, if this house is so old, then how is it in such good shape?" Then Chang said, "Well, the mountain dwellers kept it good." So that's basically the story. And after the king from 400 years ago died, for some reason they had a hatred for Qin, not sure why. But then we get to like the storyline now, where they have to go up and get the help from the mountain dwellers. So they go up the mountain. It takes a long time. That's where we learn the story from the war. And then finally, when they go up, we meet the mountain dwellers, specifically Baggio. Baggio is probably the main mountain dweller out of all of them. Well, other than the king, she's a girl, but other than her, he's probably the main mountain dweller. He's basically this guy. When he was a kid, his entire like clan was wiped out. So now he has become a creature in human form, basically, and a man-eating creature at that. And then to the king, I might talk about her in a later video. There's a lot to her. We met her back in Volume 3. And she's a pretty interesting character. She participated in the... She was in the last war so far. Which, that was a crazy arc. That's where we got this panel here. The Archer panel. But still, amazing story. I really recommend this story. Remember what it's called. It's called Kingdom. There's a TV show. Well, there's an anime, there's a manga, and there's a live action. So I recommend all of these. And remember to have a good day. Bye.